Hey everybody, welcome to another Malts and Meeples video, and welcome to Numbsters. I'm Petter, and today we're going to be playing the little solo only game Numbsters by Milan Zivkovic. If I had to guess on my pronunciation of his name, apologies for most likely getting that wrong. This is a very straightforward game. We have two rows of cards that are technically one stack of cards. So we always go here through here. The mouth shows what's going to be eaten. And it's always going to eat the lowest number adjacent is going to eat the highest number adjacent. And you're basically working to get through this deck of cards, which have various numbsters. They go from 1 to 18. And you want to have a single card in front of the numbster at the front of the mouth at the end of the game, and everything else has been eaten. So, turns pretty simple. You draw a card, and I could look here and go, okay, I could swap the rule, and instead of 14 eating 17, I could use the rule here. Odd numbster eats double-digit numbster. So we have an odd numbster here, and this one's a double-digit numbster. So I'm going to have that go. We'll slide these down, and that's primarily the card game. Even numbster eats smaller numbster. Well, I don't have an even numbster adjacent to the mouth, so we're just going to have the 9 is going to eat the 17. Normally you just play with these in a stack of cards, but obviously for the sake of doing a video of numbsters, it's handy to see everything that's out there. Now, thus far, I've kept it pretty straightforward. However, you have an optional move. And this will come into play here soon, because I could move, say I can move this one over to here, and I don't have the smallest numbster in the stack. That one's this one. It's an even numbster, so I could have instead swapped these two. That's the smallest. It eats the even one. That would have happened anyways, but I just want to kind of demonstrate how some of these things work. And I'm figuring out kind of what the strategy is to make this work myself, because I fully expect to lose this first game. Let's just put it that way. So now I have the 7 and 9. I have an even numbster eats a bigger even. Well, I only have 2 evens. I guess I could move it here, and 12 would eat 16, but if this is ever on the top of your stack, at the end of a round, you lose. So you have to think about what it's going to be eating. So instead, the 7 will eat the 9. We'll slide cards over and flip out this next one. Double-digit numbster eats a single-digit numbster. No, that works out well for me. I'm okay with that one. Then I want to look here. Bigger sequential numbster eats smaller sequential numbster. So I would need like numbers adjacent. So I could do this because we have a 12 and 11 around the mouth. So the 12 would then eat the 11. To me, my goal is kind of keep it in the middle. Now here, the 12 can eat the 13. And this is where it gets tricky because now I have larger numbers on this side. They're going to be eaten more likely. This one says the biggest number eats an odd number. Let's swap those two. That one gets eaten. And we continue going. Now I think with the moving, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, I was doing this wrong. If two sequential Numbsters surround the mouth, the smaller Numbster eats the bigger Numbster. So, shuffle it up. Let's try this again. So it is sequential. Otherwise, you use the rule. And if nothing is eaten, you lose the game. I confused a little bit on how you would lose the game if you could always swap, but you're looking for those sequentials. Now, sequential 7, 8, 9 is sequential, 11, 12 is sequential. So let's set this up again and try. This is why kind of I do these videos the way that I do them, because yeah, I'm gonna mess up a rule here or there, and you get to kind of see the process of learning how to do this. So well, we're in an interesting position there with the 8 to start. However, we can drop this in. We'll swap those two, and we'll just have it take out the 1 and 2. 2 gets taken out. So even Numbster eats smaller number. So we'll swap these two, because now these two don't have to be sequential. I'm using the rule here so that 18 eats that. Alright, I like this puzzle more than what I was doing the first time. First time was way too easy. I was getting kind of concerned about it. So odd number eats double digit number. We're going to use that. We'll take out the 18. That one works for us there. Then single digit Numbster eats odd Numbster. Don't single digit here. Odd one there. Let's take that out. Even Numbster eats bigger Numbster. Okay, well, I'm not set up for that yet. I don't have the ability to get these sequential, so let's swap those two. Even Numbster eats bigger Numbster. Oh, almost put that in the wrong spot. Odd Numbster eats smaller odd Numbster. Let's swap these two, because now we have an odd Numbster eating a smaller odd Numbster. So that one goes away. So now looking here, I can't get, I could drop that there. Smallest Numbster in the stack eats an even Numbster. That could work as well. Just, you don't have to swap two. You can shift it in. So smallest Numbster eats a Numbster. Even Numbster. Now I'm down to 3 cards here. My goal is to get down to 2 cards, the 8, and a card in front of it. So here we have double digit eats single digit. You know what? Let's just do that. So there's a single digit gone. Because now I'm just going to let the natural progression of eating happen, and the 11 goes away. Then I'm going to swap these two. Use the natural eating progression of 16 eating 17. Not sure that's the best move, but let's see. Even number eats bigger even number. All right. So we're going to do that. Get the 16 out of there. Now I'm out of Numbsters to add to the row, but I still continue the move, the optional move, and then the eat. So even Numbster eats bigger. We're going to do that. We're going to swap these two. So have an even Numbster eat the bigger. Oh, nope, I can't do that. So we're not going to swap those two. So I need to figure out a way to eat this one. So I can... I need to move this. We're going to move this one here. And I'm just going to do the standard eat. And then I'm going to swap these two. Because odd Numbster eats bigger Numbster. Okay, that one's gone. So now I'm down to these 3 cards. And I can't use double digit eats single digit. Okay. So we're going to, well, I need to get something behind this. Okay, so I slide that over there. Odd Numbster, or I don't even have to do the odd Numbster eats bigger Numbster. I can just do 5 eats 6. So now I'm down to odd Numbster eats bigger Numbster. And I've actually lost right here because I could swap these two, but they're not consecutive. And this one says biggest Numbster eats. So I wonder if I could have won had I kept the right setup there. Or planned it out with the 5 and 6 a little bit better. I needed to take out that 3 somehow before I took out either of those. But that's how Numbster works. And I'm going to shuffle up. And we're going to play again because I want to see if I can win. So you always take 6 cards that then you're going to add to the 8. I only took too few cards. You shuffle them up. Like I said, you could just play with it like a stack like this, but because we're actually just going to start here and take out that 7. Well, I was going to say we start there, but no. First things first, in Numbster land, we flip 1. Biggest Numbster eats odd Numbster. Let's drop that there. Take out that one. Don't put that over there. 18. Odd Numbster eats smaller Numbster. Okay, that's not going to work. So I need to adjust. And as I look at how I can adjust, my best one I think is to swap these two. I want to try and keep these guys around just for the end of the game so I can potentially set one up. I swap those two. Odd eating a smaller. That works. Even Numbster eats double-digit Numbster. Let's swap these two. So, even Numbster eats double-digit Numbster. That works. Odd Numbster eats double-digit Numbster. Okay. Well, I'm also just set up for the 15 to eat that 16 anyways, so we're going to do that. Bigger sequential Numbster eats smaller sequential Numbster. Don't love that one. But we're going to shift it down here. Bigger eats... No, we're going to shift it in here. Bigger eats smaller. That's coming along decently well. 14. Single-digit Numbster eats odd Numbster. That works. Even Numbster eats single-digit Numbster. Okay. Let's see. Let's just swap these two. Even eats single-digit. We now actually have a pretty nice round of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here with the 2 and the 17. Even Numbster eats bigger Numbster. I was about to swap or shift it into there, but that'd be a bad plan. Instead, we're going to swap those two. Even Numbster, nope. If I want to swap that, so even Numbster eats bigger Numbster. We'll just stick with that. Even Numbster eats smaller even Numbster. Well, we're not set up for that. We do have this, so we're just going to take that one out. I like the artwork on these cards. Odd Numbster eats bigger odd Numbster. Let's slide that in there. Odd Numbster eats bigger odd Numbster. Then, awesome, the 9. So, I could do single digit number eats double digit, but instead I'm going to do 1 eats the 2. Then we will do single digit eats double digit, followed by single digit eats double digit, and we'll move this one back here. So, nope. We'll move it up front here, actually, because even Numbster eats smaller even Numbster. So even Numbster eats smaller even Numbster. Now, I'm at the point, though, this one says sequential. This one says single digit eats double digit. I don't have a way right now to eat that one, unfortunately. So, another bust. Let's play one more time. Here. I think I'm starting to not really figure out strategy. I guess figure out strategy. This might seem lucky. It's not super lucky. I'm just making less than ideal plays, I think. Certainly there is some luck as to what numbers you get when, but I needed to work on taking out that one way sooner than I did. It was just working so well for me that I didn't want to do it, well, in this case, let's flip over the first one. Biggest odd numster eats an odd numster. Sure. Biggest odd numster eats an odd numster. And I'm going to say numster so many times here. Even numster eats smaller number. Well, that's okay. I'm going to instead just have the 16 eat the 17 and continue from there to see what happens. Even numster eats single digit numster. Sure, let's get that 1 out of there. Screwed me over last time. 1, you're gone. Single digit numster eats double digit numster. Let's actually do that as well, because that one fairly good for me. Now, double digit numster eats single digit numster. I could swap it in here or here. Let's put it there. No, actually, let's put it right here. We're just going to do a normal eat. 3, 4 eats 4. This is clearly based off of the fact that 7, 8, 9. Bigger sequential number eats smaller sequential number. Well, that's not... It's an option now. So, I'm going to say... Do I want to do that, or do I want to take out the 3? Let's take out the 3 instead. Just do the standard sequential eat. Odd number eats smaller number. Okay, that works out well. Get rid of that 2. Single digit odd number, or single digit numster eats odd numster. Sure, let's do that. We're getting down here on cards again. Odd numster eats double digit numster. Let's swap these two. Odd numster eating double digit numster. Even numster eats double digit numster. Let's see. Even numster eats double digit numster. And final one. Even numster eats bigger even numster. So let's see. If I want to do this, let's do that. Then, let's see, let's swap here. Even single digit numster eats double digit numster. Yes. Then, single digit numster eats double digit numster. Single digit numster eats double digit numster. We're down to this is my setup. And did I screw myself over here? No, because 9 and 7 are adjacent. Since 8 is always the one stuck in the middle, it considers 9 and 7 adjacent, so... Oh no. Let's see. How do I do this? Because I can't have it on the top. So am I stuck here? I might be stuck here. I might be so close because I don't have any double digits. I don't have a double digit. I want to swap this in here. Wait. No. Because we'll put that on top. I don't have a single move. The issue is I need to put this one first. odd Numbster eats smaller odd Numbsters. Not what I want. But I can't. So if I swap these two, that gets eaten. If I move this down here, that gets eaten, but these two can't eat each other. If I swap these two, I don't have a valid eat. So unfortunately, third time, not the charm, but I'm really digging how this game works because it's a funky puzzle. A funky puzzle built around the fact that 7, 8, 9, super small, and if I were to play it just kind of in passing, I could just do it with a hand of cards like so. I could just hold that in my hand, draw one, read what it does, look at the order of cards in my hand, swap around the 8. Horribly off. There we go. Nope. 8 if I wanted. So swap the 8 in there. I'm doing this backwards. 13's gone. And just keep going on that process. Let's see, then I would want to take this one, stick it in there. 7's gone. That sort of thing. But I really like that it can be super small. This game doesn't require much space. Even laying it out on a table doesn't require much space. And I think that works really well for a game like this. So, let me know your thoughts on Numbsters and the great artwork on the back of the cards. Leave that in the comment section down below. I enjoyed this button shy game, this little one. It even comes with a little thing on the back of, can you win with any of the cards in the first spot? Now, there's 2 of them it doesn't have. Obviously, the 8 is not an option, and the 18, because of how that one works, is not an option as well. But everything else has the ability to be a winning card, which I think is a lot of fun as well. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy this content. Starting on Wednesday coming up here, I'm going to be doing my top 100 games of all time 2024 edition. So join me for that. I know that there are going to be some new games in there. I already have the list prepped and ready to go, but we'll be doing 100 through 91 then. And if you want to check out more content, obviously a whole bunch of videos here on the channel, from small solo games to giant campaign games for you to check out, as well as then write articles over on nerdologists.com. And I do a Marvel podcast, 10-Minute Marvel, that you can check out as well. You can do that wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, bottoms up.